Well, hello, hello. So we're back at it. We grabbed some sponges last stream, and basically what we did was here. We'll take a quick gander. If we look off the edge, you'll see we got rid of all the water down here. All the water, brought it all the way back up to that wall there. We may end up getting rid of that water too. But now that the water's gone, we're gonna take out all these trees around here. I want to take out as much trees as we can for the next part of this project. And right now I've been taking care of this section right over here. So we'll just keep on keeping on. Hey, chicken, what you doing up here in the trees? I don't think you can fly. Oh, hey, Remigio, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's gonna be, as streams go, a lot of farming because we'll be using these leaves. That's why we're grabbing these. I'll tell you, the hoe has become one of the most useful tools now. I'm actually quite surprised in 116 how useful the hoe has become. I've actually repaired this hoe many times. We got mending on it and everything. It's very very useful. I either keep it on me or keep it in my ender chest. It's almost over. I mean, when I say over, um, AJ, it's like we can go out now. There's traffic in the streets again. It's, I mean, it's actually kind of odd to see that there's traffic in the streets, but there is. The restaurants are open, I believe. So I'm not sure. I think a single player world. No, this is multiplayer. This is a server that I run called Brokeland, as you can see in the top right there. And there's a bunch of us right now, only two people. Which is actually why I decided to stream, was because there was like nobody on, and we don't lag all that much. I mean, we can lag from time to time, but when we do, I just end up increasing the memory. Um, but I'm streaming because it's quiet. In this server, I don't give the IP. However, there is the IP here. Let me get it. Let me grab it really quick. Let me give you a link here. Do, 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 do. Here we go. So there's a link to the Discord, and we actually run two servers. One is a public server, and one is a private server. This one is currently the private server. I love you too, Keith. Hey, that's Keith on my wife's account. Oh my goodness. I love you, Keith. How's it going? Oh man, the weird things that happen. Everyone say hello to Keith. Pretty sure that's Keith. Pretty sure my wife didn't just say I love you, Dad. Oh, that's too cute. That's too cute. Yes, we are the latest release. I believe, yes, I think we're the latest release. I even think I upgraded the public one to the latest release. So, but right now this is our life. Leaves and wood. Oh, and zombies apparently. I have quite a fantastic amount of leaves now. Yeah, you'll only be able to join the public one. But go ahead and build something, and tell you what, after the stream, I'll go and check it out, see what you've got. See how you fare. Just remember to abide by the rules, because you only kind of get one chance, and if you are cheating, There is no temp ban. It's just a straight up have a nice day, which is, I hate to say it. Keith, I am getting rid of these. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm doing, Keith. Here, let's grab what I got, and I'll take a nice little fly around, and we will show you what we're working on. Hey, Keith. All right, so this is the tree we've been building right up here, which is quite big. Oh, I can take that off now. And inside the tree, you can't really see because this is the tree of life. But inside here, there's sheep. So we're getting our wool, our green and brown wool, and then here we're getting our honey. In fact, I can probably grab some of this and we can clean it up a little bit just in case it overflowing. There we go. Oh, we got villagers running around. There we go. See, they sleep here. This provides us with some cactus. That's a little cactus farm over there. And then we have, this is, yeah, this is our brewing station and our enchanting station. And you'll see we got all these cool little lights going on. This is all 116. Then we have our storage system. So if you see all the chests and the shulkers, that is our storage system going all the way around. Over here, we have a pretty large furnace system, which has been very useful, especially for some kelp and sponges. I've been using a lot of sponges. Then we also have some cool stairs, which is really cool. In case you ever want to design some stairs, I thought this design was fantastic. It looks like, it looks like a branch came out, but the way that it's designed, you don't have to jump up each block. You can just walk it up, just like any stairs. I'm actually quite proud of this, and the reason why is because underneath it, I put some fences. So just some fences, and the fences push you up just enough so you get up to that next level. So I'm really proud of that. Fence abusers, cool. The other thing we have here, you'll see we got some bones, and what I can do is we make some bone blocks here, and then we just kind of throw it down the hole. And this, you got to keep the tree, you got to keep the tree of life fed. You got to keep the tree of life fed, and he helps. Actually, I do have a helper around here. He is called the Life Giver. He's one of these villagers. Let me see if I can find him. He is the one that's green. Um, where is the Life Giver? He likes to roam around um, at times, but I'm sure he's around here somewhere. The Life Giver doesn't usually go too far. Hmm. Nope. 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 He's taking a bath. Nope. 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 Where is the Life Giver? Hmm. That's interesting. He usually does not go very far. I mean, it'd be hard to think that he maybe died. I can't think that he would have died. If we see him, we'll see him. If I end up seeing him, I'll point him out. But he's this very special one. He's actually the nitwit, the only nitwit here. So he doesn't really do anything, but he is called the Life Giver. Um, not the Life Giver. But we also have a machine down here inside the trunk. So the trunk of this tree is also full of farms. If you see here, this is some TNT duping, and we have a tree farm. Here, I'll turn it on. You turn it on with this note block. See how all organic everything is? No switches, no levers. You just tap on the tree, right? And then we come down, and I got to fix one section of it over there. I see right over there, and that's not going to work properly. Everything else should work properly. So, but I got to fix that one. But as you can see, it grows the trees, and then the TNT just kind of you know, blows it up. And everything that's blown up ends up coming down here. And I mean, it's a pretty complicated mechanism going on here, but hey, it works. Then if we keep going down, we find the heart of the tree, which is here. And the heart of the tree, if we can possibly see, we have to maybe come down here. The heart of the tree will give us um, melons and pumpkins. See, some good old melons, and it just kind of shoots them down. Then we also have a creeper farm, which is currently turned off. But look at that thing. Look how fast that thing shoots. Just, I mean, just constantly shooting. It's so awesome. But yeah, this is all a creeper farm here that's currently shut off. And that's about it. But when you come down here, you'll see everything gets thrown down here, even technically the wood, if you look. Yeah, and then a hopper underneath it picks it up, and it'll actually transport all of this stuff to the top of the tree. Take a sip of coffee while I'm flying. It's good. They're doing some homeschooling. Keith's actually here. You can ask him yourself, I believe, if he's watching. Oh, oh, there he is. Look, there's the life giver. See? The life giver. I knew he wasn't gone very far. Hey, Blade. How's it going? There's the life giver. And he helps me out managing the tree. Um, he's doing a pretty terrible job because we're getting infested by iron golems. But we'll end up fixing that. What we also have going on down here, just to give you a quick tour, is we have a bit of a slime farm right down here. Yes, a bit of a slime farm down here, which right now it's not working all that well. We might even take it down, but it's collecting some slime. It's better than nothing. It's doing its job. It just sometimes they like to go on different tracks. They like to skip their tracks for some reason. Just little glitches. I also like how the black rock looks on this. I think it looks cool. Inside the farm, no thank you, creeper. Or inside the tree. This I have to change a little bit. I think we're gonna bring some villagers down here as well. But if we go up one level, you'll see we got all our villagers and we can do some trading. And most of the librarians will say what they have for trades, and they're all 1 emerald. Everything we got it, so everything costs 1 emerald. So it's pretty good. Sharpness 4, 1 emerald. Sometimes the paper is 1 emerald. Here's mending. Yeah, there's the mending with the paper, 1 emerald. So we got that. We also have above, you'll see a carrot and pumpkin farm. And here's where the carrots and the pumpkins come in. That way I can trade. And I also bring, every once in a while I bring a shulker of melons and pumpkins down. Did I say carrot and pumpkin? Carrot and potato farm. Carrot and potato farm. And here's the carrot and potato farm here, fully automatic. 2 happy little villagers having the time of their life. And then if we go up, we go back into where the creeper farm is. Ah, I can show you that, Sky. That is a great. Oh, oh, that's that's my skeleton horse. Um, I can tell you, Sky. In fact, what we do is we have it just kind of jerry-rigged a little bit, if you can see, so that right off the bat it's going to come down into this chest. But when this chest fills up, it'll actually get routed this way into here, and it'll make some bone meal. Um, I think actually it's doing the opposite. I think we're bone mealing it all right now, but that's an easy fix. I think I can just throw levers here, and that'll turn off these hoppers up and down. So I won't have to worry about that part. But that's how I'm dealing with the excess right now. We do not have overflow. It doesn't overflow at all. Plus, I am using them. I mean, check this out. I'm gonna take another drink of coffee. Um, what we do have excess of is melons and pumpkins. Now, the melons and pumpkins right now, I actually changed up the system here, so now all we're getting is bone meal. But you can see, where is it? Maybe it's here. Yeah, I got four shulkers of pumpkins there, two shulkers of actual melons. So, I mean, why would we need so many pumpkins and melons? I don't know. But right now, what we're doing is we're turning it into bone meal so that we can feed the tree of life. Look, it's a ceremony now. They're all here to feed the tree of life. We just push it down, and we got a little piece of glass here so that the life giver who's trying to murder me isn't can't push me down into the hole. Thank you, life giver. Oh, fantastic. What do you mean they're just numbers? Sky, I have a small cactus farm. That's how you can see everything turning green. But because I stay by my house a lot, here it is right here. It's just small. It's just four plants. The IP just numbers? Yeah, you just put the numbers in. I mean, you can only the private one is whitelisted. Remingio? Am I saying that right? Remingio? Um, the private one is whitelisted, but the public one you can go on. And IPs are numbers, but you can have server names too. It's like, for instance, Google is not technically Google.com is not technically Google's IP number. Google does have an IP number that you can put in to get to Google.com, but instead you can shorthand it to Google.com. That's why, like, I think Hypixel shorthands theirs as well. Little dad history lesson, dad dad lesson on IPs. Oh yeah, you saw that. You see all the green, so of course I'm gonna have a cactus farm with all that the green running around. I mean, at least I can tell my shulker boxes from everybody else's. If anyone's toting around a green shulker box, you know whose it is. Of course, on the other hand, if you want to frame me for something, if you leave behind a green shulker box, oh man, that would be terrible. People would think it was me. I gotta get up there. I don't think that was me. I had someone helping me. I don't think this was me leaving these little floating trees around. Little UFO trees, which is like really bad with jungle. They're like they actually look like the shape of UFOs for jungle trees. Really? You made green shulk, but just for like grass and stuff, right? I mean, your normal shulker box isn't green, is it? Is it now? Are you stealing my shulker boxes? I don't know what yes was because I said actually a few things. Your normal, yeah, grass, yeah, there you go. Now my normal one is green, and then sometimes I'll have brown. Um, you got me, you got me. Dang, these random trees. Oh, I think I can I climb that one? No. but I can climb this one and jump over to it. Mm, 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 mm. What you been up to, Sky? I haven't seen you on in a while. You know what else I haven't seen here in the jungle is parrots. I get tons of cats in this jungle, but very few parrots. I wonder, will that change after I chop everything down? Will I start to get more and more parrots? Boom. We should probably sleep. I should sleep. Let's. Oh, oh, hello. Yeah, we'll go in sleep. See if it'll get rid of the rain. That's how I know if I'm not under my tree. Because when I'm under my tree, it doesn't rain anymore. Boom. Fly. All right. Well, that coffee is gone. There we go. Now let's sleep. What else did you have to do? There is nothing more important than Minecraft. You should know that. Nothing. And I won't believe it if you say there is. In fact, there is. Trip is on the server, Raminjo. Oh, you mean on the public one? Oh, look, Ripped is here too. You mean on the public one? I don't know. Could just be be breaking 15 minutes. Possibly, possibly AJ. Hey, Ripped. Um, I'm not sure why no one's on the public server. A lot of times, what happens is if they show themselves to be legit players and they've like built something or come a bit of a way, um, we'll actually invite them here onto the private server. So it's kind of like it's a test server. If you can work hard on the test server, show that you're trustworthy and a capable Minecrafter, then you get invited to the private server. That's how it is because I mean, that's really what yeah, that's what that server's for, pretty much, is just practice for you to get to this server because this is where all the magic happens on this server. Below everything. Sky, it's because Potato's not here, isn't it? You can talk to me. Let's be real for a second. It's because Potato's not here. If Potato was here, Minecraft would be a bit more on your priority list, wouldn't it? It's okay. I understand. I feel for you. I'm here for you, Sky. And well, it is my job, Potato, if you guys don't know. Blue Potato is a fantastic Minecraft player, and he had to leave us for a while. Um, he had other commitments that make it so he can't really play right now, and so we await his return, like the prodigal son, or like Jesus, or Minecraft Jesus. That's what it is, Minecraft Jesus. And it is my job as a server keeper to make sure that the server runs as smoothly now as when he was here. I don't know. I'm making this up. Leave me alone. Oh, we'll never forget Potato. Potato was good. But God forbid you ate baked potatoes in his presence. Yeah, did you not hear what I was saying, Raminjo? You join the public server. I felt like, did I just talk for 10 minutes? With the, sorry. Yeah, you have to join the public server. The private server is, private for now. Yes, Rocky. If you scroll up, um, you can join the public server. And actually, after this stream, I'll pop on the public server. But you can join the Discord at any time. I think Ripped is in the Discord. Yeah, you'll understand how I can't just invite new people onto the private server. I mean, it's not just me. We got this that's been built over the course of a couple of months. I'll fly over so you can see the work that's been done by other players. We have here. I'll give a little bit of a show here if we can load up. There's a build here, little modern building. This is a nice building, kind of built in one sitting. But as the shopping district gets into focus, there we go. We got redstone, we got this, we got this. Yeah, we got builds all over the place going in. And then I can take you to another really cool place. There's the little shops. We have a bit of a castle. That's someone's base. Oh, there's Ripped right there, actually, flying away. Here's my iron farm. But what I want to show you guys is something that's been being worked on. I wasn't going to show it until it's done, but my God, he wants everyone to see this build. All right, where are we going? We're going to the end. It's prettier, Sky. In fact, we're going to go look at it. In fact, we're going to go look at it. It doesn't. What are you talking about, Sky? You have no. You cannot say with any logical design that this looks bad. Look at this. Look here. Check it out. Check it out. Here's the white concrete powder with this, right? But then when you look at the diorite, I mean, look how beautiful the colors mix together with each other. You know? Look, I mean, it is like the same shades of gray inside of it. Okay. I gotta go because Ripped likes to get attention while I'm streaming, and it won't be long before he tries to hit me. Oh, kids these days, right, Ripped? You know what I mean? So, anyway, not gonna give the attention you crave, Ripped. But no, the diorite and that gray concrete, it's a fantastic combination. It just is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm not the greatest fan of diorite, but when it looks good, I'm not gonna lie. Not to mention, if you put it against cobblestone, it looks good now too. Even the grays of cobblestone looks pretty good. That that doesn't count, Sky. It doesn't really count, especially if you're not going to be on and it's I'm improving. I'm improving the community build because roads in the shopping district are a community build. No, I'm working on it, Sky. I just did it today. I just started it. We were just talking about doing it. No, no, don't be a sheeple and go, "Oh, hey, one hermit crafter said this, so there, that's the way it's going to be." Diorite's come a long way since it was originally bird poop. And Iskel, I mean that's his thing, calling it bird poop, but it's come a long way. It looks really good now. Check this thing out. I mean, other than it being a an Enderman thing, right? I mean, come on, go back to what Diorite used to look like, and look what it looks like now. And I mean, it is a whole new ball game. Would I like to join the Diorite? It doesn't, not anymore. Not the polish, Sky. The polish doesn't look like bird poop anymore. It really doesn't. Maybe the regular does. But the polished, it's almost like an inverted negative of cobblestone, in fact. Cobblestone's more on the heavy gray side, while diorite's more on the heavy white side. But actually, if you put them together, if you had like a transitional between cobblestone and diorite, they would actually go well together. Maybe a light gray, in fact. No, I didn't. I mean, I'm only a couple years old. How awesome does this dragon look, though? Rav is doing an awesome job. I think he wants one on each side. But he is, look at this. Look at the detail of this dragon. I mean, that is a build for the ages. What? Emerald ore? You need emerald ore for sorting? Um, hmm. I'm gonna say I don't have any to give out. Hold on a second. But anyway, that dragon looks absolutely amazing. I think the farther away you look at it, the better it kind of looks, as long as it's still within rendering. He's doing a fantastic job on it. Very, very cool. Emerald ore for emeralds. No, thank you. FYI. I mean, I wouldn't mind giving them to him, but I think I only have like 8 or something like that. And I mean, they're just so hard to get. I mean, they're harder to get than diamonds. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I got 13 of them, but I mean, look, I'm not sure on any emeralds, but the ore, I only have 13 of them. So, I mean, I have 51 diamond ore, but I've only ever mined 13 emerald ore. It's not like I just walk past them or mine them with fortune. Just don't get them. So they're actually incredibly hard to come by. All right, let's put this back and we will keep on keeping on. Boom, 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 boom. But look, you know what? Here, let's go check this out. Let's get what do we have in here? Watch. Let me show you. Let's do a comparison, okay? There's the bird poop, which really isn't bird poopy because before it had spots of black in it. It doesn't have spots of black in it. And look how smoother this one is. In fact, if we were to take some cobble here, check it out. Look, it's almost like an inverse of the cobble. The cobbles, unless you're calling cobble bird poop, you're calling cobble bird poop too? Because I mean, it's like the same, it's just the negative of each other. I mean, look, that doesn't even look like bird poop anymore. In fact, that looks a lot more like gravel used to, doesn't it? Where's the gravel? Or even, I mean, even prismarine. Let's get some gravel in here. It's not your opinion. It's Iscal's opinion. You don't have an opinion. You're just taking Iscal's opinion. Correct. Look, they actually go very well. All of these blocks go very well together. That right there is a build. I mean, if you done correctly, look how we go from like a dark gray to a lighter gray to a little more coarse of that to a much smoother. Yeah, but I don't think you had that opinion until he said that opinion. That's what I'm insinuating. I don't think it mattered a big deal until he said it. And if if it changed, would you change your opinion? And I would. When it comes to me, they made a good attempt with the diorite, and I'm going to give them credit. It looks good. I will build with it now. It is not worthy of lava anymore. I would not say diorite is lava worthy. I mean, it's Iskel's thing, so we'll give it to him. Kind of like the chickens when, my aversion to chickens back on the Hoob server, where I just couldn't stand chickens and I tried to kill every single one of them. I mean, that's really what Iskel's doing. It's a way to stand out. Um, but I mean, even this build here, B Dubs. Go look at B Dub's little build, and you know, his build looks really good, even though it's diorite. I'm using just regular diorite here, not even polished, but even the regular diorite looks good with the cobble here. I mean, it's a good build. It's a good building block now. We use a little bit of polished here on the doorway. Diorite is not bird poop. That does not look like bird poop anymore. It doesn't have black in it. I mean, even the regular one doesn't have black in it. That was the difference with the bird poop is it had black in it. I don't know. It just, you're, in fact, I believe you did call it bird poop. Did you not call it bird? Let me scroll up. Wait, let me get safe. Let me scroll up because I'm pretty sure you did call it bird poop. Hold on. All right, let's see. Literally bird poop. Yeah, you did. Not only did you called it literally bird poop. Diorite is a good block. I'm just saying. You're gonna sell? No, no. In fact, if we're gonna go with my favorite block, even my favorite block is changing. My favorite block was actually stone. This was my favorite block because of how versatile it is. You have cobble, you got stone, you got the smooth stone, you got oh look, I didn't notice that the bottoms look like iron blocks. That's pretty cool. Um, you got the bricks, stone bricks, all that stuff. So that was my favorite before, but believe it or not, this black stone is kind of growing on me. It does almost the exact same function and it has the exact same versatility. I am kind of enjoying this Blackstone. I do want to kind of make a build on it. Oh yeah, we can do that. Where is the classic? Here we go. Mojang. Okay. All right. Let's go up. Boom. I mean, I already. This is already looking different. I already am not big fan of the jungle. I don't like the way that my tree looks with that jungle texture. All right, let's go up. Boom. Oh no. Oh no, I broke most of my TNT dupers from going back to the shopping district. I that one I'll agree with Sky. Not a big fan of the design, but I mean it is just the design. But you're right. I don't fancy it either. See? Look at that. That's bird poop right there. Now let's do the same combination we did. Um, what else? What else do we have? Gravel. Now let's do the exact same combination here. One, two, three, four. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. See that? That's not. Look at the dark, the black. Why? The dark gray there. Even the polish, you can't even tell the difference, between the regular and the polished. They don't go together. Criticize me of saying fork. Look at that dark gray. That's bird poop. I will agree with you. That's terrible. That's a randomized. It's like they just said, let's just randomly put different colors inside this block. I mean, even the gravel looks pretty terrible. It looks computerized. I know it's a black game and they're literal pixels there, but it looks, you know, I don't know, too. This is still. It's just they just go bad together. Now check it out. Now let's go back. Mojang. It's like they took the Infinity update. Look at that. Look how much better that is. Wait, did that even? Yeah, yeah. Look at this gravel. Look at that. Beautiful. Look how smooth this is now. Now you can tell a big difference. Look at the accent of the side here. See how it's more darker gray going along the side? And it's whiter on this side. This is a much lighter gray. This polished diorite is a really nice looking block. Goes, I mean, even gravel. I mean, everyone knows gravel got better. Everyone knows cobble got better. But this diorite is a nice block. It almost looks like the way, believe it or not, it looks like the way quartz looks on a floor with shadows in it. Milk and cereal. You know what? That I would agree with. This does look like a bowl of milk. It does look like a bowl of milk. Like with like after you eat your cereal, the way the milk looks afterwards. That one I'll go with. But all right, here we go. We got an iron golem is about the same color as the polished die right there. All right. There you go. You got to go tell Iskal it looks like a bowl of milk. That's what it looks like. In fact, that could be some creative ideas going on there. Using the bowl of milk. All right, we still got some trees that need to come down. I mean, I'll be at this for a while. Oh, if you want sky, I'll change it. I'll change it back to the white concrete. The problem is, or yeah, the white concrete powder. The problem is that the white concrete powder has slowly been turning into white concrete. People are turning it into white concrete. Plus, we're going to need some more um, roads because we got some more builds going and stuff like that. So I was working on updating it, and then I saw that the polished diorite went really well with the gray concrete, and so I put a couple stacks in there to kind of get a feel for it, and we'll see if it grows on me. But I think it looks better. I mean, so far today, just looking at it, I do believe it looks better. And Iskal honestly would probably agree with me because I remember the episode where he saw B Dubs's house and he got mad. Do you remember why he got mad? Because he had to admit it looked good. He had to admit that it looked good with the tie right. What I'm thinking of also is putting up some lamps um, in the shopping district on the roads. See if we can get rid of some of those torches. I mean, I don't think we could ever fully get rid of torches, but I mean, at least a few of them. Torches annoy me. Lighting annoys me, but I mean, what's the other option? Peaceful mode? Like we'll ever go into peaceful mode? Yeah, I think some type of lantern, or I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the lanterns. I kind of wanted to use blue lanterns, but I mean, they don't really do very much, do they? So basically, our only like new light source is the um whatever those things are up there, the shroom lights, which are cool. They're cool too. They look great on my tree. Too too often used. I mean, tell you what. Do this, guy. When you are gonna lie, say, "Hey, I'm gonna lie." otherwise, I'll assume you're not gonna lie. The by the way is too much too. Look, we do by the way here. We don't by the way on the server. Way too much by the ways. Do you know where the story of why I got by the way triggered like that is because I would log on to the server, and you guys must have seen it, right? I would log on to the server and immediately Keith this, Keith that, Keith dad this, Keith dad that. Oh, by the way, and they would like they really wanted me to talk to him, so they would it almost like inventing new things to say to me, and they would use by the way as kind of like a connector when it's not really a by the way. Their response was not actually a by the way response. It was really just a, hey, I want your attention some more. Yeah, it kind of forces you into a conversation. You're right. By the way, because now I have to watch. Now I have to listen. I got to listen to what they're going to by the way, thinking it's important. But it's like, but it's like, by the way, do you know when 116 is going to be released? like, oh my goodness. Or by the way, what's the recipe for a smithing table? I mean, they'll just use it for anything. What was your question? Kids need attention. Oh, yeah, but here's the thing, Coaster, right? And I've said this before, but I don't think anyone really remembers me saying it. I'm Keith's dad. I'm not everyone's dad, just Keith's dad. I don't want to be anybody else's dad. Plus, Plus, you don't want to be on Minecraft for my attention. You're not going to really last very long. You know, it's kind of why, Ripped is trash on this server. Oh, Just joking. But he's not watching, so he doesn't know I'm talking. He doesn't. Wait, yes, sir. Is, can Rip see me? Is that? I don't know if he can hear me, but by the way, LTP. That does seem to be the running joke. I thought it was my running joke. I really did. I thought that was my running joke, but in fact, it's turned into the running joke for Ripped because Ripped is really good. Wait, hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second. Let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get him. Let's see if he says what. If he says what, I'll say I'll do it. There we go. He fell for it. He fell for it again. It always goes with that too. It always goes with I'll type it in chat. And before he can say because that's what he knows. That's what he knows what's gonna be said. When you say I'll type it in chat, that's oh my goodness, hello Mr. Creeper. Ah, all right. Oh, oh my goodness. I think that legit hurt. Hey Kyle. I don't think he's seen your base. And your base is got potential, Ripped. I'm talking to somebody who can't really hear me right now. Rip's base definitely has some potential. I can't wait to show it off a little later on. L, wait, is he telling me to LGBT? No, LTBG. I learn to be good. Oh, learn to be good. That's what he's telling me. I did compliment his build. I mean, it's not there yet. You know, if we went to go see it right now, it's not. You know, it's a new base. It's a new base. A new base takes some time, but his base is a natural phenomenon that is actually pretty good. Um, he found a really cool hole and he's kind of like building it out. You know, this is a lot different than, you know, like me making a tree, is he's taking a natural element and working on that net. You know what? Let's go check it out. I mean, what I hate talking about something where you can't really see it. So let's go replace this or put this away and we'll go check out what he's working on. Right. And maybe you guys can see the potential. Thank you, Sky. Even though we disagree on diorite, which is fine. We're allowed to disagree. Interesting fact, the more you get to know somebody, the more likely you are to disagree with them. Did you know that? It is it is pretty inevitable. The more you learn, the more you get to know somebody, the more likely it is you're going to disagree with them. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. Give me 10 seconds. 10, yeah, just 10 seconds. Be right back. People's brain damages. Yep, you called it. You called it, AJ. Too much coffee. All right, let's go see what he's got going on here. think it's right around here, past the shulker area. It's right around. Oh, here we go. So check this out. This was actually natural, and this is near the shopping district. But look at this hole. This is this is natural terrain here. He didn't dig this. This is the way that it looked, and look how far down it goes. It goes all the way to a mine. So I mean that's really cool. And so what he's doing is he also there was a hole I think on the side here, and he kind of made a lava wall. And so to get in, you just got to fly through. And he's got water on the other side. I mean, there's no like safe cushion, but look, we got some texturing going on with some andesite and some stone brick. It's looking pretty good. And this is so he's working on it. Let's go up here, and you see, I know he put a storage system in there somewhere. Yeah, it's down there. But yeah, look at that. It almost looks like RL Craft when the dragon comes out of the ground. But what he's working on down here is he's took the mine shaft, which is a natural mine. Did I just hear a creeper? It is a natural mine shaft. So you see, look, we can. Here's the where the mine shaft actually is. Abandoned. Yep. And he's just kind of making it bigger. Look at this. Look, I mean, he's making it large. See? I mean, it looks pretty neat with a storage system. Looks beautiful. He did a good job. I'm not even gonna talk to him. He's just gonna see me. I don't know. I mean, yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, a mod pack. We were pretty good on it. The problem with the mod pack was it wasn't balanced. After about a month of playing it, everything became too easy. I mean, I guess I was three shotting dragons. I mean, they weren't a challenge anymore. You fought like real dragons and stuff. So, but yeah, Rip's base is going to be really cool. That abandoned mine shaft, building it out, it's gonna be gorgeous. He's doing a fantastic job. To tell you what we are doing is I decided to before we had our tree. Let's render it in here. So we had a tree, and there was water all around it. Oh, wrong button. Okay, there was water all around it, right down here, and oh, there's still some water there. And what I decided to do is we're gonna make this peninsula. We're gonna extend this soul stand. So the soul stand is gonna go all the way around this tree, actually. So it's gonna go all the way around. We're gonna try to follow the natural curves of the terrain as much as possible. And then where this river starts to go off is it's going to drop off, and it's going to go down. It's going to go all the way down to bedrock here. And we're going to go all the way this way to the mountains. And so we're going to carve the mountains down into it. So this is all going to be it's going to look like void. Same with over here is we got rid of this lake here. That's why last stream we got all those sponges so we could take all this down. And what we might do is let the water kind of like cascade down into the abyss, or what will look like the abyss. I think that'll be cool if we let that kind of cascade down somehow. We'll see. But I want to take out. So this forest will probably a lot of this forest will end up taking out, or jungle. So we can get at least some decent um, some decent void going on down here, not just the lakeside or the riverside, but we need it to go in a little bit more, so we'll start taking that down as well. But a lot of this might get taken down right over here. This will end up going down too, and yeah, it's quite the big thing. And what I think it's going to do is it's going to center our tree, um, which isn't rendering in, but it's gonna. Can we get it? It should. Okay. It's gonna kind of center our tree, and you can see where the road will lead. So the road's right here. It's gonna come out, and it's gonna encompass this entire island here, and maybe come out to about here. You'll see where this part right here will start going down into the abyss. Um, yeah, and that'll all be abyss there. All this will be abyss. What's cool is in the abyss, we'll also be able to like show maybe some of the trunk coming out, maybe, coming out over, and so we can actually build it going down and up to come out. And so that's it's quite a large undertaking. So we're going to be doing this bottom section, and we'll be continuing this top section because, as you can see, the top section, I mean, it's too square. We got to like round out this top section. We got to make a few more levels up here on the top, and that's why I'm collecting the leaves for everything. Well, maybe we have a storyline for it. That darkness is all around it, but it can't seem to get to the tree of life. The tree of life will um, is drawing energy from the land and giving it to um, the villagers and the animals, and you know that's what it is. I, we'll figure something out. Well, it'll come, but I think it'll look cool. We'll use some of that the glass fog effect. I used a slight a bit of it at the secret shop, if you remember, and it came out looking pretty good with the new glass textures. Yeah, mostly me, because I'm the one that uses it. Yes, that is there is a lot of truth to that. Or maybe maybe the tree of life is slowly getting overtaken by the abyss. We could even make it look like that, where over time, that we're not at the beginning of the tree of life. We're at the end stages of the tree of life. Who knows? Yeah, I saw where um he has his beacons coming out of like right in the middle of the road. Oh, I don't know, Sky. It still has much to be desired. The thing with it is you got to make it big. The bigger the fog effect, like the bigger the area, the better it looks. And when you have just like a 4x4, you don't really get the same effect by a 4x4. I think that's what the issue is. I mean, the secret shop does look pretty good, but even that is kind of small, which is why I'm trying to give as big of an area here as we can because the bigger the area, the better it looks. I mean, it just hands down. And I know you agree. I know you agree to that. And I've never done a big one. I've never done a big like, gaping abyss. And that's what we're gonna do. Plus, I'm kind of getting sick of all this organic stuff. You know, I mean, everything we do is trees and leaves. Like everything's made out of either trees or leaves, and so it'll be nice to work with glass again. Mm. I'm gonna lie. Well, I mean, that's how live streams go. That's how live streams go sometimes. Half the time people are doing other things while they're watching a live stream. I know because it's what I do. I don't blame you. What I should see is see if anyone's on that public server. But man, I keep getting distracted because I keep wanting to show everything. Where we're not getting these trees down. But it is coming along. Listen to podcasts while doing something else, and after an hour, I don't know what they talked about. I totally agree. I've been reading a book lately. I went and purchased a book. It is called Case Histories. Um, Kate, it's by Kate. I forget her name, but it's basically a whodunit. It's a whodunit book. Kind of a Sherlock Holmes book, and it's it's a pretty good book. But I do get distracted, and I almost have to like reread it sometimes. You ever have to do that? You read a chapter in a book, and after you're done the chapter, you go, "What the heck? What the heck did I just read?" And you have to like reread it all over again because you didn't retain any of that information. It's almost like waking from a dream where you're like, I know I had a dream, but what was it? Yeah, yeah, Coaster. Anyone in school absolutely knows that feeling. Anyone in school knows that feeling. Oh, there's Coaster as we speak. I like snowballs. They don't hurt very much. They don't go in your inventory. Snowballs are good. Yeah, what I tend to do is I read it, um, and I read it once. So I read it once without taking notes or anything like that. And if I didn't really get it, because a lot of times what I try to do is I just try to get it. In school, that's a lot of it. Not college. College is different. But normal, like, grade school is all about learning, and it's all about basically concepts. And a lot of times, as long as you understand the concept, you're pretty good to go, especially in math. In math, as long as you understand the concept, you're pretty good to go. Um, in college, it's a little different because in college, it's less about learning new facts. Grade school. Grade school is grades 1 through 12, Coaster. No, we call it grade school too. We call it grade school too. That's well, in college what it's not about the learning, more as they want you to like use what you've learned to develop new ideas. In my understanding of college, that's what it is. Because believe it or not, in college, I didn't learn almost a dang thing. I didn't learn anything. Very little I learned. I mean, I had to do some papers and stuff, and but a lot of it was my choice. They do a lot of your choice things. But what you end up learning is how to apply what you've learned in life. That tends to be what college is for. So it's a bit of a different focus, in my opinion. I mean, unless you're going for like astrobiology and stuff like that, that's obviously, you're learning stuff. If you're looking to become a philosopher, no, I guess even philosophy is more of, taking your basic concepts, and I think maybe you do learn a little bit more that you didn't learn in grade school. Most everything, heck, even a lot of grade school is just about expanding the brain. I mean, calculus. I mean, unless you pursued a career in calculus, most people took it in high school, but don't retain that knowledge. But you do retain the a good portion of the mathematical critical thinking that calculus did um, put on you. Proofing stuff. So a lot of that does stay retained. I have a lot of thoughts on how school works. Fire aspect. I thought I had fire. I don't know. I thought I had fire aspect in the secret shop. Oh, am I full already? Dang it. Well, we can get rid of these seeds and these seeds, and we can get rid of this. You have to have school because in the young age, brain will memorize all things way better than in the age of 50. I mean, I mean, that's absolutely true. I mean, there's no way to argue that point. As your brain still develops. All right, I think we're full here. Oh no, we're not full just yet. Do you know why that is, Sky? That's the interesting thing. Why is that? I know why that is. Um, I mean, you can say it if you know. I'll give you the credit for it. Oh, but I have to wait a second because I'm a little. I'm guessing there's a little bit of a delay. Plus, Sky needs some time to type. Plus, if I keep Sky engaged, I don't know. Is Sky young? I don't even. We don't know anything about Sky. Sky is in amphibious form from the Tree of Life. All right. Well, all right. Here it is. As you go older, it's not just capability like when it comes to a person is as a person grows older, about I think it's 23. Um, when your brain is growing, normally you have your neural connections, and your neural connections stop forming, and they actually start to solidify as you get older. So if you actually stop learning, your brain will know that you've stopped learning, and your synapses, I'm using probably wrong terminology, but connections in your brain will actually harden. And so making new connections becomes much more difficult. So it's not a matter of motivation, of conscious motivation. It's just a matter of you haven't used your learning ability for such a long time that they end up starting to um, harden and solidify. I mean, that's probably the best word I can say for it. It's also found in recent studies, recent meaning I think 30 years, that a person who is constantly learning, a person who is in constant learning mode, um, actually has a natural defense to Alzheimer's disease. Because the whole purpose of Alzheimer's disease is that deterioration. But if your brain is constantly capable of making new neural connections, oh, I just picked up all the stuff I didn't want to pick up. Um, you'll actually you can fight Alzheimer's with that. Unfortunately, once you have Alzheimer's, it's hard to break that because your brain has already solidified those connections. So yeah, all neurochemical stuff. I loved reading essays on Alzheimer's and stuff to see that you can. I did just have an Alzheimer's moment. All this stuff I threw down, and I just, oh my goodness, I'm not talking. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sometimers? Oh, Alzheimer's. Oh, gotcha. Oh, good dad joke. Good dad joke. Let's write that one. Let's write that one in the books. Now, if you really want to see Alzheimer's, is can I remember that my hoe needs to be repaired next time I go up? Because I'm probably not going to remember that. No, you're not AFK. You're typing. You can't be AFK and type at the same time. It is liter. I just picked that stuff up again. Oh my goodness. One, two, three. We're not picking that stuff up a third time. All right, here we go. You can't be away from the keyboard and type. You know what's going to be interesting? What's going to be interesting is at one point in time, we won't, I don't believe we'll have use of a keyboard, right? Like for instance, a phone, a lot of people are on their phone and um, a phone doesn't technically have a keyboard to it. But what's interesting is even if you're talking to someone on your phone, you'll probably still use the words AFK. So at one point in the future, AFK will actually lose its meaning as being away from the keyboard, and it'll just mean I'll be right back. For passwords maybe, but I mean even typing, I mean we're not really there yet, but dictation is coming a long way. I remember dictation, just talking. Like in Star Trek when they say, "Computer, give me this," and they just talk with regular voices, and the computer understands them. Um, that that's in the past 10, 20 years, 20 years, has come a really, really long way. I know. I'll tell you what. I wish can you change the names? Because I would totally be all Star Trekky, and I would want to call like Alexa or Siri, computer, and I'd just be like, computer, put this on my shopping list. I have a navigation system inside my car, um, and I believe you have to say something. Now it was funny because initially we didn't know that it was voice activated. Um, but it was voice activated, and we were making a trip to yeah, I have a pretty big one. I don't because I don't bring my phone out. It just sits there on my dashboard. It's a 7-inch display. It's pretty cool. Um, but what do we have to say? We have to say, man, I cannot remember what I have to say for it. No, it's not. It's not okay, Google. This is old. We got this. No, it's not. It's not a Tesla. It's maybe a Gammon. It's like a 7-inch Gammon. GPS. It's pretty cool. It tells you when there's traffic, all that stuff, and it's constantly there, so you can actually use your phone and get GPS, and it talks to you, and you can even get Bluetooth through it. Pretty interesting. Garmin. Yeah, Garmin. That's what it is. I think it's Garmin. It used to be a really expensive GPS system back in like 2014 is when we ended up getting it. There we go. What is the, but now it's killing me. Now it's really killing me. What is the voice activation? Voice, well, maybe that's it. Voice control? Is it voice control? Is that what I have to say? Oh, mine's never broken. No breakage here. It might be coasters here. Coasters here again. But yeah, I think it's voice control. I think what is it? Anyway, I was getting to a story here. I had a bit of a story going on. Um, anyway, the voice control was cool, and we talked to it all the time. And then Keith, who was I think like 4, no, he would have been like 2. He would have been 2 at the time. Um, he knew what computers were, right? And he saw this thing, and this is back, I mean, he could talk, but he wasn't like fantastic at it. And he used to call it Little Peter. That's what it sounded like. He called it the Little Peter, and little computer, but to his little baby accent, it was Little Peter. And to the point where we ended up changing the name of it to Little Peter, so that if you wanted to get directions and stuff, you had to say, "Little Peter, can or go to this address." It's pretty funny, Little Peter. Voice voice control. I think it's voice control. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Common voice command. I think it's voice command. Voice command. That's it. It's voice command. There we go. So you would have to say voice command. That was a lot. That was that was a lot to look up. Oh no. Oh, oh, I can I can climb one of these. There we go. You have content for my stream. I have content for my stream. All right. What is it? Go ahead. What you got, Coaster? You have carrots. By the way, do you notice when people come around me in the stream, they're always carrying a totem now? Oh, hold on, Coaster. I gotta collect all this stuff. But tell you what, I will go with you. Let's see. Let's see. What has he got? What has he got? Um, all right, let me go take care of a few things. Give me 1 second, Coaster. Boom. F through B. Stick this all in, and then I think I have to make a couple more real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, then we'll make 2 of these. Green, 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 green. All right. Yep, that's totally full. That's what I kind of figured. Boom. That's totally full. Oh, I want to get the birch leaves out of there. We should stick the birch leaves somewhere else. Let's stick it right here for now. Alrighty. How much full do we have up there? Oh, dang, even that's super full. Oh, man. Alright. Let's speed this process up. There we go. Stick our jungle leaves in there. Jungle leaves, oak leaves. Jungle leaves, oak leaves. When life gives you lemons, ask for salt and tequila. That's also the saying of when life gives you lemons, you probably just found lemons. What's the new snow shop? Where are we going? Where are we going? We got what's this? The Diorite Fan Club Lounge? I'm sure I wasn't supposed to do that. All right. I You really want diamonds. You really want diamonds, Coaster. All right. All right, I'll bite. I'll bite. Here we go. Here we go. 1 diamond to enter. 3 diamonds for a membership. All right, let's go. 3 diamonds for a membership. Give me a membership. 1 diamond entry, 3 diamonds membership. Boom. We got a membership. I mean, there we go. That should be a button, Coaster. All right, let's see what we got down here. It's me. There you go. It's me. Karaoke? Oh no, 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 no. I don't do karaoke. And why is this stone? I thought this was a diorite fan club. I'm joking. It's very cool. Worth every diamond. Worth every diamond. Oh look, we got polished diorite. We got regular diorite stairs. More polished diorite. I think. Look at the diorite compared to the cop. Oh, there goes someone's totem. Well, I'm glad. Oh, there goes Coaster. I'm leaving the shopping district. The padded room, Sky. It is. It's like a padded room. I know exactly what you're talking about. Unless you're saying you need one after seeing that. Do you need one after seeing that, or is that what that reminded you of? Oh man. Maybe I'm a psycho. Oh, I could be. I mean, you know what? You know what, Sky? You know what, Sky? I'm gonna buy you a membership. I'm gonna I'm gonna buy you a membership. Let me take this tree down and let's go buy Sky a membership. A lifelong membership into the club. mean, this is a nice, good old tall tree. Whatever. We're just gonna take this tree down. We got we got like 9 or 10 shulkers of leaves. You know, it's good to know you consider this a gift, Sky, because it is. It's a magical gift. All right, let's go. Now there's another. Is he mine? I don't think he's mine. No, we could get him though. All right, let's go. Boom. We thought about it. We thought about it, AJ. I thought about taking the public server and turning it into a Bedrock server. Um, but then I was reminded that, you know, Bedrock's terrible, and we decided against it. I need an anvil. What what did you do? Fart? Sky membership. Boom. I mean, you could be proud, you know. I mean, you know, it's okay to be proud of your disability. That's totally okay. Don't be hitting me when I'm putting diamonds into your chest. It's not cool. Whee! Just gonna. I love this road. We're totally gonna make this road better. What I'm trying to do is I kind of want it so while it loads in is that when you turn this corner here, where is it? This corner right here. I want it to kind of open up into the abyss, and so you'll see everything. You'll start seeing the abyss here. Sky is a player who used to play on this server. Um, that everyone believes is a guy because she refuses to talk. She used to be really active on this server. I believe she is also the prime suspect of a diamond heist that has currently happened. Um, right? I think that's why you're logging on right now. That is what I believe is I believe that you're logging on and you're kind of like the diamond heister that stole the 9 stacks of diamonds from Rav the other day. Oh, see that? See that? Yeah. In case you guys didn't know, Rav is missing about 9 stacks of diamonds. So it came to light the other day. He ended up coming out and telling everybody that there is a diamond thief who stole their first and second diamonds that they ever made. Um, I mean, apparently it wasn't. I think Rip says it wasn't the first and second diamonds, but it was the ones that they were saying were the first and second diamonds. And they got stolen, and they were told to like do something. I forget what it was. They were told to do something, and They didn't do it. They didn't do it, and they refused to comply with whatever it was that the diamond heister said. Um, and so he ended up, in punishment of them refusing to do the task, ended up stealing all their diamonds, which was like over 9 stacks of diamonds, and wants them to do something else. Something about, like, I think putting all their everything that was inside of their shop, putting it on the outside, block by block. So everything in their shop that they were selling had to go outside block by block, if I remember correctly. And yeah, and so the question that remains is who is the diamond heister? And I think the general consensus is that it's Sky, and that's why Sky has been logging on lately, is to check on the diamond heist. And yeah, no, we know, I'm pretty sure after getting all the information on what went on, the only people it could technically be, right, in my opinion, right, because it's somebody who knows Rav and Ripped, is Sky, possibly Trip, and then, I mean, me. It could be, although, and here's what I'm thinking, right? I think it was it's Sky and Trip together. I think they're talking it together because it's smart, right? So it seems to have some Sky influence to it, right? But it was also had a bit of randomness to it. Like they used cakes. They threw cakes all around. And because they threw cakes all around, that one kind of comes across as something Trip would do. Oh, what is it? Oh, hey, Trip's listening. Yeah, they just randomly threw cake around after they stole the diamonds. They stole the diamonds and then threw like a stack of cake everywhere. So that the cake thing leads me to believe that it was Trip, because Trip is the random person in this here. I mean, there's no other reason. You know, Trip's the one that would throw berries and stuff like that. You know? So, let me see. Huh? Oh, let me see. I can't show that. I can't show that comment, Sky. But basically, Sky is saying that she's here for fun. And it is. Obviously it's fun. Look, it wasn't just thievery. This is not thievery. This is a prank. And when I talk to Rev and when I talk to Rip about it, it's pretty obvious that this is prank. This is not malicious. You know, there's no maliciousness done here. So I'm not calling you a thief or anything. When we say a diamond thief, this is in prank terms. This isn't somebody is legit griefing and stealing and pranking and stuff. This is designed for a little bit of fun. There is fun designed into this little prank. You know, there's a storyline here. You know, remember when um, who was it? Well, you got the jingler. Remember the jingler? Yeah, the jingler. That was. There's no griefing with the jingler. I mean, heck, even now, Grian steals everyone's doors. It's not malicious. And if it's not malicious, we go with it. We go with it. That's what we do. So no, when no one's accusing you, when no one's accusing you of doing something bad, it's it's a prank, and it's a fun prank. It's legit a fun prank, you know. I know that there are some um, plans in the world that's going on. So whoever is the diamond thief, um, I mean, I probably shouldn't reveal any more. But I believe that there are plans in the works, so you can stay tuned for that on what's going on. Uh, because if I recall, um, oh, and maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say it is Rav and uh, Rav and Ripped don't have any plans to complying again. So now that Sky and Trip is, and believe it or not, if you want to hear why, I mean, you got to take this as a compliment, Sky. The reason why we think it's either you or Trip is because um, a lot of what was done took a little bit of, let's say, talent and individuality, and out of all the players that this happened, there's really only three realistic players that I can foresee doing that, and that's Yumi or Trip. But I did have doubts about it being you, Sky, right? And here's my doubts: is that it wasn't malicious enough. Hold on, I'll explain. Um, Meaning that it wasn't like, when you prank me, at least, like, what, twice this season, you've left the ugly trees at my base. You made ugly trees, right? Which is a pain in the butt to get down. Um, we didn't really have that here. There was cake, but it's not like the ugly trees. So if there's any doubt that it was you, it's that it wasn't overly annoying of sorts. Like, it wasn't time consuming to remove. And so that does cast doubt on it being you. Um, which is why I'm leaning toward either Trip or you and Trip. Because, obviously it's not me. Why? I mean, it couldn't be me. No, you can't stack them, but I mean, anybody with a villager can just buy a whole bunch of them. I mean, especially if your base is, right next to their shop. Oh, I hear tridents. Someone's throwing a trident at me. Somebody on the server wants some attention again. You guys, I was just talking about this. It's like every 10 minutes. It's every 10 minutes. It's like, let's go find Keith's dad and give him some attention. The cake thing is totally screams Trip. The cake thing screams Trip. That is something. Oh, that you're killing you're killing skeletons? Oh, okay. I will say the cake thing does scream Trip. I mean, if there was anybody else, I mean, Trip was the berries. He's the random one. He's the random one on the server who just will randomly come up with something. What do we call that? We say random, but it's actually creative. He's randomly creative. So it could be Trip. Like, they even renamed a barrel at the secret shop to be like a Dropbox for communication. I mean, that doesn't come across as like Boo. It doesn't come across as Coaster. Renaming a barrel and writing a real long note of directions and stuff like that. That doesn't come across as Boo or Coaster, right? Um, so, I mean, the other option is that it's either ripped or it's either ripped or Rav themselves. that I guess that's an option too, that they're kind of pranking themselves or each other. That's a possibility. Hold on. Be right back in just a second. Hmm. All right. All right. All right. And we are back. Let me see. Bring the live stream back up and so yeah. Anyway, Rav has threatened to, I believe, brutally murder whoever is the cause of it. And so whoever it is probably not looking forward to a very nice, you know, few weeks when Rave finds out. So, yeah, there's that. That's happening in the server right now. We also have a PvP contest that's coming up that I did sign up for. Will I attend? Ooh, good question. Good question. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I believe you are messaging me, Sky, but I can't actually read it at the moment. I just quickly went over it and sent you know, I just quickly glanced, but I can't really read it at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is. And let's see. Wait, hold on. It's you. Oh, no, no. All right, hold on. The bedrock at Rev's, the bedrock's different. So the bedrock, you talking about the bedrock in the sky? Because the bedrock in the sky has nothing to do with the heist. The bedrock in the sky and stuff was me and Rav homing in on the lag on the server. And why are there just golden carrots here? Um, we were marking down chunks on where the lag came in. Bedrock at Rave's base? I don't know what you're talking about. Just the portal. There shouldn't be any more bedrock there at his base. Bedrock? Because bedrock can't be obtained in survival. Is it the breaking of bedrock? Now I'm totally clueless. Like the portals? Bedrock portal? There was bedrock at his shop, and it was slightly in the sky at his shop, and that was just for that was admin purposes. It's all gotten rid of now, but that was for admin purposes so that we could identify where the lag was coming from because somewhere in that shop is causing a significant amount of lag on the server. Don't know what it is. A big bedrock sign with ripped on it. What the heck? Why did why did it just say actually just be natural terrain that goes down. So it'll that way when you look into the abyss, it'll just look like a cliff that goes down into nothingness. Yeah, I don't know why it just puts your messages like 1,000 times. That was weird. It just replayed all your messages. Sky, are you a bot? Are you like some highly evolved like bot that responds to, voices and stuff? That's crazy to think. All this time we took you out of block drop, and your artificial intelligence is all based on what you've learned from Potato and Rav and me, and oh man, this is just getting scarier and scarier. What did you? I don't know what is he doing? What? Oh, coaster. I will say Trip's been kind of quiet. Maybe he is secretly the diamond thief because he's not really going with the whole wasn't me very much, is he? Like Thor's magic axe hammer. Thor had a hammer.
I'm being quiet, huh?
Yeah, I'm being quiet. Are you are you the diamond thief?
Dude, like I got the jackpot, remember? I don't need that much diamond.
If you were the diamond thief, would you tell me?
Not, I wouldn't. It's not climactic enough. There needs to be like lava everywhere, but like just bodies strewn about,
I mean,
and worst of all, in the distance, berry bushes.
oh, Captain Mexico. Captain Mexico. That's right, he does have an axe now. Is it an axe or is it still a hammer? Just a axey hammer.
What are we talking about?
Thor. Does Thor have is it an axe now or is it just a hammer with one end sharpened?
Hmm. Are we talking in general
We're
terms,
talking
or
Marvel.
it's just? Well,
Marvel
okay.
Avengers. Because you're
I
right.
have no idea.
He doesn't have the hammer anymore, right? Well, the hammer broke. Didn't the hammer
Yeah.
break? And
Yeah.
he remade it, but
Power Groot.
but um but she's right. She's right. It is more of a an axe now, but I think they're still calling it a hammer.
There's different types of hammers, you know. There's like war hammers and such.
Yeah, it's more like a war hammer with a sharpened edge on one end of it. Yeah, I no, you're
Hmm.
right. You're right. I'm trying to picture it because it is like an axe. If you were to like keep it on one side, I mean, it's got a total axe side. What do you call it? Does it have a specific name to it? Is it a weapon with a specific name? Other than like an axe or a hammer? Is it like I don't know. I can't remember
Don't look at
medieval
me.
names. I can't look at you. You don't have your camera turned on.
Well, I meant like for an
I know what you
answer.
meant, dad joke.
Ah.
Sorry.
Oh no, I've been had.
I mean, I don't think it was a battle axe. Battle axes are big and double-sided, right? Battle
There's
axes,
also like small one-handed battle
but
axes.
they're
I mean, not
still
battle axes.
double-edged battle axes. This has almost like a hammer on one side, but it is an axe on the other side.
We could always consult Google.
Yeah. or it can just remain a mystery forever,
That's the worst kind.
which means it remains a mystery and for the till the next Marvel story comes out. Is there another Marvel story coming out?
I don't know. I don't usually follow Marvel. I'm not that much of a Marvel fan, honestly.
I mean, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing, Sky. I am collecting leaves and wood and clearing out. Boredom doesn't even begin to describe what's going on here. You know, the only thing keeping life interesting right now is you guys. I mean,
We. Do you want me to start throwing cake? Cause like, well, actually, I would need a
throwing
villager for that,
cake.
as you said.
You don't have a villager that has cake?
I only have I might. I honestly forget what else my farmer sells. It's been a while since I actually traded with him. He's just been kept in his little hole for a while now.
How'd you get in this channel? There's no way I made you admin, did I? I'm joking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're
Yeah.
admin.
How else can I have creative?
Oh yeah, you're not just creative. You're OP on the server. But I'm in
Right.
Discord to get into this channel because this channel's actually locked. So you have to have admin on Discord to get into this channel.
Wait, there was a lock?
Do you think so, Sky? I'm see how sly he can be? We don't know because if Trip was lying to us, we we wouldn't be able to tell. He's a very good liar or truth bender. So if he was the diamond heister,
Now I can't stop thinking of Avatar. There's like water benders and you know earth benders, but then you just come to like a shitty guy in an alley and it's just truth bender.
truth, no, can't swear. No swearing, Trip. The truth bender.
Honestly, though, now that I'm thinking about it, that they wouldn't actually be quite useless. They'd be pretty useful in fact.
If they could like get the truth out of people.
Well, I was just saying truth benders as in like manipulation.
Hmm. All right, let's see. Man, there's so many trees. We're just gonna rename these sky trees because I can't take these huge oak trees without thinking of Sky because she loves to put them around my base. Oh dang, I gotta F3B all this. I totally forgot I had this much ran here. Boom. What else do we want to talk about? We talked about hammers. Can we talk about scissors now? Is that the next hot topic? Scissors?
Mm,
No.
let's see, scissors. Have you ever thought about like well you're probably not as likely to think about it, but have you ever just thought breaking them in half and then just using them as like a pair of weird knives?
No.
Because it's
I
basically just
really
like
haven't.
two knives strapped together.
It is like two knives wrapped together. Yes. That is something the truth bender would say.
Oh, well, why are we going back to the truth bender now?
Because I don't know. It seems like a good villain name. Hair scissors, left-handed scissors. He watched too much Kill la Kill. I've never even heard of Kill la Kill. Of course, somebody put on some. You know how I know I'm getting old? Somebody put on some music the other day, and I was like, "Ah, this isn't music. This is just noise." And I go, "Oh my God, my mom said the exact same thing when I was young."
Oof.
I don't even know who just came over and hit me, but
Well then.
it's it's Zoomer stuff.
Ooh, I've seemed to have broken into a cave. And it has access like the surface world. Gosh darn it.
You mean noises mixed together? I mean, technically you are true, but some noises are just not palatable to the air. There's a reason why police sirens sound the way they do. It's because it's supposed to be annoying. It's supposed to be hard on the ears. Um, and
You
music
annoy the
today.
criminals to death.
No, I mean, you notice when it's a police officer or an ambulance, that noise is annoying. A fire detector also makes a noise that's supposed to be irritating just to get your attention. And it seems like that's what music does today. Not to seem old, but that's
Do you know what is also really good at making noises are annoying to get your
what's that?
freaking babies, dude. They're so freaking annoying.
Unless what's weird? Unless it's your baby. I agree
Well,
with
I never
you.
had a baby, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree with you 100%, unless it's your baby. For some reason, um, you're not as annoyed with your own baby's cry, aka if Coaster cries, you don't get too annoyed at it. Is that what you meant,
Wow.
Coaster?
Shade is being thrown.
They need to employ Boo. No, no, not Boo. Sean Craft. Sean
But
Craft
yeah,
has the ability for that. Oh, I already got it empty.
hey Keith, can I be 100% real with you?
Yes, you can be. No, you can be 95% real with me, but
Okay. I honestly didn't know there was a diamond heist. Like at all. Didn't realize there was like one in progress. Didn't
yeah,
realize when it was happening. Just
no problem. I
I was
believe
kind
you.
of oblivious.
I believe you. Can I be
Well, I guess
100%?
I am,
Can
only being 95% real with you, so there is that chance.
I?
Gosh darn.
I'll be 95% real with you. I do believe you. This guy says that's something somebody would say who did it. Oh man. Oh look, we almost got this whole corner completely taken out.
Let's just hope no one has copious amounts of bone meal at their disposal and a lot of free time.
Well, Sky says she's not going to play for another year, so I have no worries.
No, I was talking about your clearing of like the forest. I'm sorry if I seem slow. Like I passed out
Did you?
just midday.
Well,
Yeah.
when I started this stream, I was nursing a cup of coffee, so I'm assuming the beginning of the stream was really like, I don't know, me just staring into emptiness. Oh, but now we're just full of excitement. We're full of excitement, chopping down trees. In fact, I'm actually a little excited that we're almost done with this section here. Because once we get all this cleared out, which is going to take a while, I mean, it just is. But once this is all cleared out, we can. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't think we should do it by hand. I think I should. I think I should TNT this area. I just don't. I don't like the idea of losing the drops.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of losing drops either. It's too much potential.
Sky. Sky says, "Stop crying about being tired. She's been awake for 20 hours now. Nothing to do other than watch Keith break trees." I mean, that. Oh man, that definitely made me laugh. That was good.
You know, here's like a subject we could possibly talk about.
All right.
Stupid things that happen in horror movies,
Um,
like specifically stupid decisions made.
most horror movies have stupid decisions. It's so much so that I mean, they made a whole movie series based off of those stupid decisions.
Well, wasn't it like
Scary movie.
what was the movie? A scary movie? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called? I think
yeah,
I've actually seen that one before.
yeah. There's multiple of them. It was a whole series. That's how many stupid decisions there were. Oh man. It's hard with movies that are supposed to give you a reaction. A lot of times they always have a premise that is outside reality that you just can't grasp. There's a sound in the
Hmm.
garage. Let's go there with a baseball bat against a chainsaw. Though, in some scary movies, they go fully prepared. They just don't realize what they're up against. Like the Michael
Right.
Myers movies are like that. I mean, how would you prepare yourself from somebody, I mean, for against all odds basically can't die. I mean, Michael Myers has if anyone has proven that you can't die, how do you beat Freddy Krueger? Like Fred,
Wait,
Fred
actually, one sec, one sec. I'll be back with right.
you cut out. I think did he just say he'll be right back? I think he said he'll be right back. But I mean, if Freddy Krueger really came, you know, um, the thought is, I mean, just go with it. The guy's gonna kill you if he wants to kill you. I mean, there really is no defense to Freddy Krueger. To somebody who can control your dreams, MC Donald's Michael Myers, not MC MC Donald's. McDonald's Myers, Michael.
Get pinged.
Hmm. Oh, to film theory. Oh, good golly, we're not watching the film theory, but you can't. I don't understand how I'll have to watch that because it's just impossible to think that Freddy Krueger, the guy who could control dreams, could possibly be beat. but I'll watch that just to, I don't
Yeah.
know, for fun.
I mean, like at the end of like every little video they do, they always say, but that's just a theory,
Yeah,
a game theory, because
a film
that's their
theory.
kind of token.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean they have a new one for piglings that, to be honest, doesn't really make much sense, and I had trouble
which one
following
is
it.
that?
It was the new one about piglings and bastions and stuff like that.
Hmm. I'm not actually sure if I've seen that one.
Because they had one where that was really interesting about how villagers are actually the bad people in the game. Villagers are the evil. They pretty much caused everything in Minecraft. In fact, I gotta
We
bring up
are talking about villagers or like the precursor race,
villagers.
because those are like two different entities that are mentioned in their theory.
What do you mean?
Well, like there's like the precursor, era that's where like a lot of the abandoned things came from, like mine shafts and strong. That's what they theorize, anyways.
Well, they think that, for instance, um, shulkers, like end cities, they believe
Yeah.
in the film theory that M cities were not created by Endermen. They were actually created by villagers. The same goes with guardian temples. They were created by villagers. And the reason
Uh.
being is that villagers, as we can see with the iron golems, is they can take blocks and create life with those blocks. Because, an iron golem is basically life created from a block. And when you look at a guardian looks like prismarine. And so the idea is that guardians are actually blocks of prismarine. The same goes with um, the same goes with shulkers. And so if the power to create life through of a block actually comes from villagers, then that would mean that villagers had something to do with the life of guardians and shulkers.
Well, I actually haven't seen them explained shulkers like that.
They also believe that pigmen were cursed by villagers. And that
Well,
is why
cursed.
cursed. That is why villagers are neutral. They don't attack you. They're very neutral. However, villagers are still scared of them.
Uh. Huh. I'm not sure, like, if we're seeing different theories or if, maybe we're possibly getting things. But I
Maybe.
distinctly remember something about the pigmen actually being created through how they were kind of trapped in the nether. I don't think the villagers were actively cursed. Also, while like the people, the precursors, while they could possibly be some sort of villager ancestor, we don't actually, quite know that. So you might be confusing the two together.
Maybe.
And I also do remember that they did a whole big theory on how villagers were, using life and blocks to try and represent things. So maybe you're also mixing that up. I mean, I'm not sure. It just
Well,
sounds different from what I saw or heard.
I mean, villagers are villagers. Witches are villagers as well. That's the
Well,
idea.
true, but they practice in dark arts.
Correct. Yeah. Whee!
Actually, wait, aren't they kind of different? Because villagers have the green eyes, and some of the villagers actually have blue.
I don't know. I have blue eyes. Am I different from somebody who has brown eyes? Is that enough a
Well, no, it's
distinction to create a
just
new race?
like I remember they were using eye color to like determine that Ravagers were actually uh basically heavily mutated villagers that were like like from raids and such.
Well, zombies are Steve's. Is interesting. Zombies,
Uh,
I mean,
like false false of a I can't quite remember the word, but it's basically like a fake version that like looks like it.
what, Steve?
Yeah, like of Steve because they were using wool and such to try and make their own Steve, and then the Illagers kind of just started the apocalypse.
Well, why is it that, I mean, you're not a villager, are you? You would be, our players are considered a different race than villagers. And in
True.
fact, they look more like zombies and even skeletons. They have, noses and faces. They don't have big noses. Not to mention that villagers, when they zombify, don't turn into zombies.
Yeah.
So maybe villagers, or maybe your race has been mostly zombified, and you're like the last one left.
Yeah, well that's like probably one of the popular theories that goes around.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Um, I was just about to say something, but then I just blanked. Darn it.
I think no, no, no. They'll beeline it for you. Zombies won't stay undercover. Skeletons do. Well, I mean, it's a good question. Normally in single player mode, you're basically the end of your race. You don't have a Steve and Alex.
Oh right, that I just remember what I was gonna say. Maybe the villagers are subspecies of like human. Like in some role playing games
Yes.
and such, there's like elves but then there's like wood elves and dark elves and such.
Hmm.
Maybe that's the case with this. Because like the zombies do look different, so like there has to be some sort of connection between just regular zombies and the villagers being able to turn to their own variant of zombie.
That's possible too.
Also, why do you have a Squidward nose?
Somebody keeps defacing me. I have more than that. Apparently, it's cold outside too. How are we doing on wood? Because I've been chopping a whole ton of wood. Oh my, we got a good amount of wood here. I don't have a shulker anywhere, do I? No.
And you're sure you don't have like any fire aspect books?
Let's check. Let's sleep and then let's check.
Okay.
Got a lot of soul speed. Nope. I may have, is it diamond?
What do you mean diamond?
I don't have a fire aspect sword.
Oh well. I don't think fire aspect is needed for a good sword, is it?
Not really, no. Some people actually won't put it on it.
True.
All right, I think, well, let's go take a quick look at this forest
Well,
because
this is a looting sword, so like, yeah, maybe I should try and find fire aspect.
look at that.
That
That
way I can use it to like kill cows and.
we totally took out that area over there. So that we did accomplish our mission. Somebody's down there.
I found an ocelot.
Kill it.
Why?
There's so
I'm
many of
sorry,
them.
kitty.
But man, this place starts to look small when you take all the trees out. It really does. We're gonna take maybe a couple more trees, maybe a couple more trees from this area, and then kind of do all around this. So we still have a whole lot more trees.
I didn't even get ahead.
And I think we're
Oh,
gonna
that sucks.
cut this river off, maybe right here. Because I want the river outside render distance because then I can make a like a squid farm. Want to see the most beautiful person? There he is right there. There he is. Boom. Let's screenshot that. There we go. Maybe that'll be my new weight screen. All right. And on that note, I think we're gonna stop the stream. We're almost 2.5 hours in. So
Okay, actually, I do have another question.
ask your question.
Uh, do you by any chance have an impaling book?
No.
Okay.
Um, no, I do not. Okay. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one. I'll see you later, Sky. Thanks for being so talkative. See you guys later. Bye.